So this is what I hope will be the last segment of my series of the COVID files. And I wanted to do it today, Inauguration Day, because I feel hopeful, and I haven't felt hopeful in a long time. And this piece is called Penmanship. But before I read it, I want to take you on a little journey. So there once was a time where you woke up in the morning, your left thumb would do the appropriate fingerprint ID to your smartphone as the right hand would pour its first cup of coffee. And as your phone opened up, you learned of today's news and events and took comfort in knowing that your phone wasn't just smart. Damn it, you were too. You were savvy and prepared. You could know your worth and how many likes and comments you received after last night's posting on social media. You were the future. Dare I say it, you were quantifiable. Hell, you didn't even need to communicate to know what was happening in each other's lives. You simply had to scroll down through the news feed. And then, just like that, a new year and a new strange thing occurred. At first slowly and quietly, not a lot of information, then deadly. And they called it a pandemic that shook the whole world and froze it like my DVR remote that used to not get a lot of playtime. But now, with so much time, I seem to be really caught up. You couldn't leave your house, or if you did, you had to be well protected. And you stopped seeing how I smiled because I was too masked up. People started not just getting anxious, people started dying. A lot of people started dying. That we then began realizing maybe what we had been taking for granted, or maybe what this new world was giving us. Perplexed in exactly what this meant, we maybe had a chance to see things in a new way again. And this is penmanship. When will someone get to see my smile again? When will my two lips be able to feel the air around you where no mask will I have to live in? When will you be able to not just see the mere expression of my eyes, but of all of my face, where you will see the intention that I give? When will I know what you look like in your entirety, stripped away of a filter that protects me from you and you from me? When will I dare ask that I can touch you and share our DNA, hug you to say thank you, shake hands to say hello, kiss you to say more, laugh with you to keep us human, unafraid of what our air can spread. But thank God our voices can still be heard, whether muffled or subdued. Perhaps man got too accustomed to the digital age where we need not even speak, only wait to listen to hear a ping of a new text message that we heard loudly, only for it then to become so loudly silent, to know what we truly were missing. And that was your voice so close to me, to whisper a funny story that only we knew the punchline to, or a breath so heavy on my face that I could not escape its tendency towards the neck. And that spot where I felt your oxygen so heavy when all of my senses would be ignited. Or that random night in Fort Worth where I found myself at a honky tonk. Yes, a honky tonk, to learn how to line dance, but have a cowboy teach me how to dance in life instead. By taking my hand and leading me where I stumbled, and then when I found my own rhythm, he leaned in close and said, "You got this, girl." Or when I was in high school, right before the championship basketball game, and my girls and I on the team, we shouted 3, 2, 1, our hands encased upon each other like a spider web, grabbing each other's tendons, not caring what we could spread. And we cheered and lifted our arms towards the sky. And then we walked out before the game started and took those same hands and placed them across our heart as we sang together. Oh, say, can you see what this year has taken, but what this year has replaced? My touch now has to be bigger than the feeling we know. It has to separate from what we have been so that it can become who we are to be. So that it can be joined with not just the words I say, not just the words I write, but the words that I do with feeling. So, I wrote my first handwritten letter in a very long time today. I don't know when and where it will be delivered, knowing the current status of our postal service. But I think when it does arrive, it will be a sign of a new time to come. That no matter how fast the future can seem to run away from us, it will not run so fast away for us to be able to touch it and have hope again.